Used to be,
Dude, honestly, L fish is actually pretty sick now I've had it.
This is definitely just a big melting pot right now for both sides, because G definitely cooking as well.
1-1 on the pistols.
Push out all the way inside of A main.
The other question, obviously, is
if you hated fish, yeah, that's what I mean. Could be some good lore as well.
Too. But that is a bit of a ways away as we head deep into this pistol.
I mean, what's he meant to do there? Instant reaction over towards B. They get a free sight, but
got a second player here. You wouldn't be expecting two to be covering the
sure,
flank.
it's good. Good trades for GE on this one. Oh, he managed to get one here as well. 3 bullets left. They have no idea where Sky is. That's it. Does his teammate flash him through? He's got one flash.
At this stage, GE, I'm too sure exactly where RRQ are sitting at the moment. You have one back calls. Kushi will need to hit his first shot here. He spotted out the barrel. Oh, he's got the chance for the double. The right click won't do enough. And he finds Patman. Awkward timing, of course, on the reload, but still gets a bit of damage off before he falls.
Didn't look at this plant.
For success. It's exactly what RRQ need. A pistol in the second round. Oh, sorry, in the second map to get things going. Batman just has no chance here
very
at all.
nice.
Will finish
I
off.
mean,
RRQ, get that pistol and get
that was
underway.
a bit bold from them to just assume that
Cushy is the hero of this round.
there was no one elbow. Does that not feel insane? They really think they were both spawn.
Once again, G recognized pushing out very clear
I get that they would have stuck together for the push, and it was a good plant for it, but you've at least got to consider it.
Which is where, unfortunately, Manya does fall. But it gives them that extra position. They would never have expected Jemkin to be.
Not checking elbows, kind of insane. 1-2 on the pistols.
That he hasn't really contended with before. Next round up, and once again,
double human drone on this one.
Well, early days. GE can't afford to get too worried just yet.
If you don't want to get eco'd, this is like the best buy, I would say.
Around the corner, maybe not.
You got the Eco Hunter, which also backs up as the second drone. You got the Ghost that can just walk in, get the info. Looks like they had a pretty good setup with it as well.
Yeah, as long as they don't lose more rifles, it probably shouldn't happen, but you can already tell what G's game plan is. It centers around a lot onto Autumn and this Phoenix. You always want to take that A main orb, farm up towards the alt points, or the alt, in fact, and then just come in for strong retakes off of it. He's already
so Cushy should, yeah, there you go.
I don't think it's enough.
I was gonna say Cushy should be allowed to hunt here.
Kills, a round 3 alt, which usually would be the best launching pad for teams. Nonetheless, this time around, it's just the musket shots with that Marshall. Cushy being able to finish
just an average gun.
It's a great start to the map.
It's actually the thing that people don't buy this gun against the Eco. It does feel mad. It's so strong, bro. Why is the no-scope so accurate?
So it makes you think about, does G go back towards A main again, build up towards that orb? And what's RRQ's reaction to that going to be? Do they just sack the A site, rush it down B, set up around the spike instead? Do they have players contend for the A orb? And that's kind of looking like what they are trying to do, especially when
big buy round.
Let's
see, RRQ. Going for the T1 default, B pressure, set up the chamber, and then leave?
Maybe not.
Maybe.
It's not going to be that quick, aggressive play outside of A. In fact, you've still got a couple of players back in the defensive spawn, just sort of milling around.
Lose B control and reaction. They prowler over towards A to get info. They can rotate out.
Making a bit of noise, and the double swing is going to come through.
2 though,
away as a result.
And then they're free now.
Any backup over on this side of the map, so most assuredly
instant reaction.
Down. The question is, what is RRQ doing in the meanwhile with all the information that Jemkin's getting?
I don't know if they need to pop Seekers, but they can at least like take the space and not have to worry about all the angles.
But Autumn has to run it back now.
Yeah, the Seeker's trolling though.
Dealing with it quite nicely, dodges the flash as well, and he can't quite get away with one more as Crazy Guy gets him in the side, but overall, solid enough.
If anything, the Seekers kind of wrecked him, man. The Seekers need to get looked at. Like when they go to like boxes like this and they go up the box, but then they go back down the box, and they go up the box, and then they get to the top and they're like, I don't know which way I'm going to go, and then they eventually go over the box. Like the whole like 3 seconds that the Seeker takes to get over one singular box really does mess stuff up.
It's always that A main fight. This time around, you kind of send RRQ back over onto the B side, and that's where they find it kills Jemkin, a little bit inconsequential.
Hey, look at him. Look at that Seeker.
You end up back
what are we doing, mate?
middle, and that's where most of it
Let's go round the box.
Because G has control over connector, G has control over stairs, and that's a tough choke point for RQ to break out of once G already gets a good read across the map. At the same time, Autumn has that running
Big
back,
Byron.
still keeping it in his pocket.
Big Byron, they're trying to fake B pressure, so they fake smoke it. Big smoke. Oh, I like this though. They do double layer. They fake. Did T1 do this? Fake smoke and then deeper fake smoke, so you block vision for like 3 seconds.
For now, Patman not pushing
Pretty
forward,
good.
but I think he will in a second. Curveball's going to come around the corner. Flash lands. Autumn out of the picture. Obviously not a problem just yet. And it allows GE to take that space. So it's a nice usage of the run it back. Pushes RRQ away. And it's going to force them to retake it with only a minute left on the clock if they want to go A, which it kind of seems they
So
do.
they should wait like 15
Makes things
seconds,
really,
then
really
Skydog
tumultuous for
re-clear,
RRQ.
or if they want to
And
burst
that's
site,
what's
maybe
lovely
silent.
about how G's approaching this map currently. Force RQ to spend.
Yeah, this is nice from RRQ.
Players or timing just to take forward space.
It's going to be a really late take on the A site. 40 seconds and they're
Exactly.
still clearing outside of A.
Yeah, but the fact they silent clear this, they're going to think the site's really weak here.
Udo
Udo close with the star here as well. I mean, he could just farm this.
Well, here we go. Yutan inside of the smoke, just going to be able to grab himself the 1-for-1. Monyet out though, and Patman doesn't seem to be too aware of it, so that'll be another freebie that actually starts to stabilize this round a little bit for RRQ. Plans now down as well. Fast retake though, because GE already across, but Autumn and Crystal finding themselves a pick, and
Dude,
down to
Crystal's
just Crazy Guy now. This
in
round
nice
has
shots at
kind
the
of
moment.
fallen apart. It's kind of disappeared for RRQ. It was maybe a little bit too telegraphed. Damage done onto Crazy Guy will make this impossible.
He's got a save on this. Hey, this is
Taylor,
nice
he's
from
getting out of
GE.
there.
I mean, Crystal's done great there.
So another round here for GE, and the
Yeah,
defuse
and
will go over to Crystal.
And then min-maxing as well, gets his ult.
Really just want to hold on to this rifle for the next
And
round.
that money for RRQ, they got to eco on this one.
Not
Still a
gonna
good
lie,
low buy,
Elfish,
but
this is where I want to sound alarm bells for RQ. I know it's really early on, but just from what we're seeing right now, apart from the pistols, GE is just doing so much.
Yeah, I like this round a lot for GE.
Guy wrecked him with this
proactive
flash
on the
though.
defense. Never really felt like RRQ got settled. They were always a little bit uncomfortable, and even in the back end there, that time pressure starts to come into play as well.
And that's
So,
the thing as
great
well.
round.
If you're seeing, you know, RQ's composition, double
Okay, save
sentinel,
the hero gun.
it's really tough
Put
for
it
them
on the
to
neon.
find entry into sites. I know T1's played this, but you know, bust stacks is a little bit
EE
different from
wanna
Pushy. So you
heavy
really
over
need to find
towards
these
B, and then I guess we're
quick
playing
entries.
retake with this.
You really need to be able to set each
Double
other up,
info
especially
mid.
Monyet, the tip of the spear. GE once again though, off to this round, just taking all that space up. B long, they can set up off around it. Meanwhile, RRQ just trying to find as much as possible. Scout out towards the
The thing
middle,
is for
prevent
GE right now, this is
circling
why
around,
this map is
especially around
like,
these connector, you know, B-link spots.
it's not the
Or at
best,
least to
but
leave Jemkin
you've at least got to
on
have
that
good
deep
understanding of it
entry.
to be good at it.
They actually pivot back
Like
towards
losing
B-long, and they
here
are able to take down
isn't that
Yuta.
bad if you have
This
this
could be workable.
or this or this. Like as long as you have some kind of line over towards B.
Yuta
Now as
does
soon as
well
the
to
re-clear comes in,
cautious
then you kind of know.
back off slight timing.
But you got to have info on one of the signs.
Yutan still want to be a little bit careful here. Fast lane should just get him out.
Now they can
It's
just
tough to
heavy
hit the neon
rotate.
at that kind of range. So again, though, you know, you look at the space that's taken by GE and RRQ having
30-second cancel on this one.
the clock.
30-second cancel against the Killjoy ult. I'm not sure you guys can go for that one.
25 seconds, like they have zero map
I
control.
mean, this Killjoy ult just
This
runs
round's a
around.
champ.
Run into A site. Lockdown already prepared by GE.
You can't. What are you going to do? You're going to lose the round. That's what's going to happen here. Well, we'll see. Maybe Monyet with that entry. But Yutan farming up a storm. I mean, I think we all kind of knew where this one was going. This was just such a doom.
Yeah,
round
this
for
was a
RRQ.
little
They are
rough.
looking in all sorts on this attack. I kind of want to see a timeout here, and I want to see it soon.
Yeah, I mean they gotta do T1 default.
necessary. But
They struggle so much
this was
about
a half
T1
fight, to be
default.
fair.
They gotta put the
if anything,
chamber
we can say
and just
off
let
of
him
this
just
half buy,
create pressure on
or
B.
that hero rifle, you know, brought over from the previous round. RRQ forced GE to spend, you know, quite some key utilities or ultimates as well, especially with that lockdown coming in. You wouldn't mind it if your GE just continue to build up on those rounds, and we will see that timeout coming in. But apart from that, once again, it's just GE working this map to a treat. Just setting up 4 walls.
Jimkin gets the attack up out.
and
You gotta let him
everywhere
be
that RRQ
default, man.
turns to, they just get blocked off.
Exactly, and this is what we wanted though. The timeout coming through gives the chance for coaching staff to have some kind of input, because clearly something's not working in the server right now for RRQ. They need a bit of additional help. I think that was very much obvious to us, to everyone that's watching. But I mean, that's a lot to fix it.
What do you say to the barber when you get a haircut, mate? I cut my own hair. I don't really say anything to myself before I do it. I just kind of, I don't give myself a pep talk or anything. I just go for it.
If they spend utility to take back forward space, especially
Be a little weird if I kind of looked in the mirror and be like, yeah, you got this, man.
Perhaps with relay bulk, that's quite costly, and that hurts your chances of taking down the actual site itself. So if you're somehow able to maybe work off the operator, and maybe perhaps that's what they're trying to angle towards, go in a little bit faster with the quick pace switch-ups that we've seen at the previous map, that could be something that GE doesn't expect. But then again, let's listen in.
I just hold B, guys.
East, I kept Afros. I think.
Cap.
Nothing guy, guys, nothing guy.
Can you cap B?
Check Alabon, check Alabon, check Alabon.
Cap B.
He's smaller mid, guys, he's smaller mid.
Can you cap? Unreplace with unreplace after.
Can you cap?
You can tell it. Yeah, it's a player that GE wants.
So,
just to get
the thing that
control
I'm not
of the
enjoying
AD
right now from
forces
RRQ is maybe
back, and they're
just,
trying to pivot off to something else
again,
now. Maybe towards B, where Crystal is, but
feel like
he's got
you want
the
to set
entire
this
site
chamber up.
trapped.
It does sound like pretty frantic comms from RRQ, but I suppose that's kind of what they always sound like. So
Yeah, dude.
I don't
Every
wanna
time
read too
every
much.
time I
What are you
listen
trying to
in,
say
I'm
about
just
some of
like,
these Asian teams?
I mean, they just talk fast, man. They should be on.
I
the
sometimes I
fastest
can't
run.
understand them.
Fair enough. I love that.
They got the gift of the gab. I'll give them that.
All the way over onto stairs and Art now, though. GE trying to get a little bit more proactive once again. They could be punished for it.
Well, big push here for GE, and you wouldn't be expecting it necessarily. Xfero catches one, Monyet the other.
Oh, that's a good stun.
Caught with the util in hand, and that is very awkward.
Okay.
But still a 2-man setup here. The high-low not going to be good enough.
God, the
But that
flash
comes
wrecked
through.
them.
That's good recovery from RRQ. Harvey still trying to fight his way forward, knows that he needs to do something about it if there was ever to be a chance in this round. Of course, doesn't happen. So Spike down 2v4. Seems like RRQ might have cracked the nut open in this case.
A good way for them to stabilize the score line. I don't see this being too possible for G unless somehow Crystal's able to find a flank, but at this point it should just be exit frag positions.
Going just to save on this. I mean, RRQ would take that. Their money was so low. They get 3k each now. It's good.
Breeze, right? Just a bit of noise, and then sitting down, baiting out GE into the open, where you find that punish. And more.
Why'd you cut your own hair? I did it when I was young, man. I've done it ever since I was like 14, maybe.
3-3.
I just didn't like when other people cut my hair. It's just never what I wanted, so I just
RRQ
learned.
in the previous, which is I think what everyone was sort of hoping
Oh my
for.
god, what have I done now?
But we might get it again. Might get the opportunity for it again here.
Quite possible. At least for the next round, though, while RQ tries to find some momentum, GE should still be able to buy back up and continue to play around the map. It's more conditioning towards A main once again. It forces some of RQ's resources and Crazy Guy to
How long ago was
consistently
that? This is a
think
long
about
time ago,
constantly
man.
think about this A main position.
Long time ago.
So it's quite crucial for Jemkin to be able to find whatever he's looking for on this B site.
Yeah. I mean, it's the
What do you spend your money on? I don't really spend money, man.
Start to pivot your extra players.
I will when I'm older.
Towards mid, over towards B.
But at the moment,
And
as long as I got
RRQ not going
somewhere
anywhere
to
quickly
stay
at the
and I
moment.
got a PC,
I think they're starting to
That's,
expect GE to be a
kinda
bit,
all I
bit
need at
more
the moment.
investigative outside of middle. And that's where they could find some punish.
when I'm older, dude,
Crystal, you'd think
chat, when
should
you
have the
guys
advantage in
can't
this
look after
duel
yourself
with the judge up close and personal, but
and you don't have money,
neither player
then it's
really
going to get rough,
connecting.
man. I don't want people to look after me
Everyone
that I'm
goes
not
walking
paying.
away happily.
You know what I mean? I don't want like family people to look after me. I want to pay them to look after me.
Looking for the launcher pad and B site.
Relay ball goes through. Monyet's going to be spotted out as well. No picks it just yet. Harvey comes into play for the double. That might be enough to just settle the nerves a little here for GE. They're happy
I mean,
to play
Blob,
it
that's
slow,
also an option, but
play for that retake if
a little
necessary.
dark.
Cushy.
Ooh, okay. That might make things a bit more interesting.
That might have been the
Killjoy all
shot.
timing out now, and that'll
Still
be
no
the
plan
go
on
signal
this, 30
for
seconds.
GE. Udatan forward,
Dude.
deleted. That overdrive is absolutely nothing.
Nah,
Crystal,
Monyet's
a bit of a whip as
wrecked
well.
them.
Now it's onto Patman, who, again,
20
I will
seconds.
reiterate, has been so reliable for GE. But how many times can you ask him to save the day? Here's another one.
God, Monyet's read that well.
Patman can try to isolate a 1v1 in that
Oh my God.
timing. Cushy's down. He knows where Monyet is. 1 HP. Surely
All
it's
bullets,
Patman
1
on
HP.
for it once again, but he backs away.
Ah,
and gets
mate,
it
Patman
done.
is
He does
Patman
it
is
again and again.
so
and
good,
again.
bro.
How has he done that with a one-tap?
That's impressive, man. He's calm. He's so calm with it.
The info, but he does it with a one-tap for
He's
the Red
so
Bull
calm.
clutch. This is incredible. The player plucked up from somewhere tier 2 over onto Paper X, now over onto GE, where he's just delivering games and rounds for this team. Look at how it all happens again. I mean, great entries, great way to play around the conditioning off the map.
You're gonna spend it all when you can't enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy my life at the moment, man. I don't need much.
Just pulls out a multi-kill out of
I don't want to
nowhere.
travel. I've done
Swings
traveling.
it, living up to his name as the
It's not for me.
Monkeys, but still, Pat comes in and isolates those duels. The next round comes up, and RRQ still has bank.
I think Pat's probably unbeatable in the clutch at the moment. He's just so confident right now. And it is really a confidence game. Flash avoided there by Autumn, and he delivers the double.
Oh,
Or
nice
maybe just a little
fuck
bit
kill
more
on
than
that.
GE
Dude, that's a buy
getting
round,
some
bro. That
momentum
buy
off the
round
back
got
of that
melted.
Batman clutch, and they are really putting RRQ to the sword.
Yeah, this is unfortunate.
Fuck,
for
it was
RRQ.
fast
You're
on
just
this.
starting to pick
So
up some
fast.
steam, and then all of a sudden you're on that chopping block. Not what you want to have. The one round where you suddenly decide to take and contest for that A main control, but Autumn pulls this off. He's been somewhat quiet for the most rounds, but suddenly comes up huge again, and he has another ultimate. So this round, G's not sweating.
Yeah, man, I think that's a
Do you want to have children? Nah, not a chance. I don't really like children, man.
At the moment, the way that it's kind of set up is you
Find
don't
them annoying.
necessarily need that from him on a regular basis, right? You're getting enough out of Utah, you're getting enough out of Patman, and then as a third fragger, if Autumn kind of has those moments, I know it's maybe a little bit different now that he's on the duelist, but you know, last map even there was like 2 or 3 rounds where Autumn just pops off, has like a 3K round or a 4K round, and those are
30 seconds left.
really big difference makers in the sort of flow of the game.
Yeah.
And that is maybe why you see GE get over the
So
line.
you
13
find
to
us
11.
annoying?
He's not doing that on maybe 1, 2, 3 rounds in the map. Whether or not he's having impact in a lot of the other rounds is potentially a moot point because he's kind of getting it done.
I guess that's kind of what you
10
need
seconds
sometimes, isn't it? I mean, of all these successful pieces, everyone has their role and everyone has their job to do, like what Frost said in that little playoffs trailer.
I'm a simple. I'm very
But
simple,
Autumn is
yeah.
one of those guys who just is able to suddenly show up. You don't think of him too often. It was a chamber, rather quiet. Yoru, he had some, you know, effective moments back in kickoff.
What if you
But
could
suddenly
coach your
here
child to
today,
be a
this
pro?
is
I mean,
another
who
thing that
cares,
perhaps
man?
RRQ
I could
has
coach a
to
randomer
fight
to be a pro as well.
more
Doesn't,
thought about is this
just because I
hot
produced it doesn't really
switch up
change much in my
from
opinion.
global Autumn onto the Phoenix, where he's able to go a little bit more proactive. Coming with
Frustration.
flashes, and yes.
I mean, that's true though. Like, he probably shouldn't get 3 there, right? Like, at the end of the day, that needs to be traded a little bit better.
Alas,
Concealment.
it is what it is, and RRQ are now.
What else do you want me to say?
Has the off, but he's been spotted.
Yeah. You can see GE again kind of
Oh, no
playing
good
with
stuff.
that confidence. And happy to try to chase down
Dude,
Jemkin.
what are they doing? He's
Space
in
taken
spawn.
Here by
That's big.
Yudotan, but Seeker's going to find
And
him.
the Seeker spots him in spawn.
And Jemkin
It's a little weird, man, this one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I get it because you have the Astra ult.
Kind of blows up in the face
But
of
then
GE,
at the
that
same time,
aggression.
if you have the Astra ult, why would you want to, like...
Cosmic Divide, really deep
If you have the
towards
Astra ult,
back
why
end
would you
of
want
CT
to
as
take
well.
so far that you have to kind of push them back? Would you not just be better going all from one space?
It's gonna be tough for G to clear it.
Monyet gets rid of Autumn, but he's in run it back mode, so he's not going to be
Does
having too many
Jemkin
problems
throw his
about
op
that.
over so that he
4v4
could
is going to
double op
ensue.
here?
As
They're
GE
against the
starts to
Astra
push their
ult and
way
they all
in
play
on
off site,
side.
guys.
They have got nobody to find, but that Cosmic Divide is going to cut everybody from RRQ out of the site. Defuse very much on offer right now. Patman and Harvey finding themselves some picks, and the defuse is started. Flash onto Autumn is a good one. He can't escape back
Well, they
behind
can't
the
do
wall in
anything.
time, but the defuse,
Oh my God.
oh, just about
Holy
cancelled.
hell, it just... No, they just got it.
GE get it done.
They just got the defuse.
I mean,
That was
wall made all the
close, bro. That
difference.
was close. But dude, why are they playing so many offside against the
Quickly
Astra
deployed by
ult?
Javi. He almost got caught
Like it
by
didn't
Crazy
exist,
Guy
almost.
as well, but just heard the footsteps in time to land the op flick. But the moment that really had me
Dude, how close was
on
this
the
kill
edge
on
of
the
my
defuse?
seat
It was
that
like right
defuse at
on the
end.
line.
The kill still secured, but just a hair too late. I I mean, what an incredible round for RRQ.
I think that's a great Cosmic Divide. It just cut all 4 of those RRQ players out of the round.
That's close.
Push their way in. Very awkward this time. Faster. Autumn unable to deal with the
What
yet.
the hell? He gets 3 there. That's insane. The double sky flash is kind of nuts, but I'm not sure the second guy was that blind. There's been some weird rounds, man. One where Autumn gets 3, here Monyet gets 3. They win every duel at Ard, it seems.
Patman not able to survive.
It's like we've forgotten about half the map as well. We're just ending it.
I mean, what a quick round. All of a sudden, RRQ decides to switch up the pace, push down into Art, something they haven't done so far. And it's Monyet who turns this map into his playground.
Any extra kills here that Harvey's able to get could still be pretty impactful. See if he can maybe pull off another Cosmic Divide before the half is over. Obviously, he'd like to just hold on to this Phantom for now. Crazy guy coming in behind. Doesn't look like he's going to check for it. So
looked like he juggled that off away.
Season, thanks so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 13 months.
Did you play that?
Sure, bro.
Apparently, Harvey's pretty good at it.
Thank you, the 13 months. Appreciate that.
I'm terrible.
Really?
It's too big. I'd be spotted out around the just no, I'm just joshing around.
I mean, the
but
stun was
look
nice.
to the rounds again. It's RQ's ability to be that flexible and switch up the pace on a dime. Meanwhile, though,
Think teams will lean into Phoenix on
for
Ascent?
G
Yeah,
to
Phoenix
try to
Jet.
find that correction once again.
Well, it'll be Phoenix
Unfortunately,
Jet
Ascent a little bit more broke.
once the Neon nerfs come in. It will be Phoenix Neon for a little
Trying to
bit.
see how they approach it this time around. They've been proactive, and that's been their game plan. RQ's been starting to bait them out now more into the open, but go back towards.
But honestly, teams might as well
farming
start
alt
pracking
orbs
for
and
the
then
nerf.
Back up on the B side again.
Start playing
I'd
Jet.
hesitate to guess that GE's pretty much taken every single ult orb
At least on
outside
this
of 8 for this entire half.
God, that ends up being a pretty big round, man. Forcing down to an
Certainly
eco.
getting their values worth out of that condition.
RRQ going a little slow against the Killjoy ult again. I'm already worried. We're 20 seconds into the round.
I think that's the thing about RRQ, though. They're happy to let that go. They leave Jemkin on that insert, and that's always going to mean that B is.
Would you regret not having kids when you reach 70?
If that happens,
I don't think so,
they take
to be
down
honest.
the
I'm
place
pretty
like
confident.
Mid.
I really
Able
don't
to
like
give it
him,
off
man.
into the A side if necessary. Jemkin becomes a lurk, or you end up back again on the B side in a B split, and that's one where G might not be able to respond back well enough. At least the smoke kind of deters them from the site for now. Yudotan's still trying to be sneaky around with the Bucky.
GE's really hoping for a B hit here. They're not going to get it. Flash is going to go over
Ooh,
the top
that's a
of
nice
A.
flash,
That's gonna draw
though.
the attention of
You
Patman.
know the one's over
Meanwhile,
towards A.
Yudotan
Then now that they
not
can
having any
ace,
luck in
you
that
can
fight
pinch
against
this, right?
Monyet.
That's the whole point in doing the flash.
really has to have another one of those X Factor rounds, and he could with 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
pinch it.
cleared, which
Ooh,
is
I
not
mean, this
quite
was nice
properly
if
by
they
Monyet. That'll be
they take the
a
space
judge in
with
his
it.
hand and impossible to make use of
Killjoy
it.
or they can skip
So
the plant, nothing stopped the
RRQ
plant, everyone
navigating
can play
things
off site.
well enough thus far. Still, there is a
Yeah,
yet
and
to
they got the
come. It's
Killjoy out of them.
not a
It's a
whole lot
little bit
for
bold from
GE. It should be
GE.
a
The
fifth
time wasn't
for
low enough to be
RRQ.
doing this Killjoy, in my opinion.
Autumn, last man standing. Some damage, but nothing more than
Nice.
that. So RRQ
Yeah,
up
bit of
to
a mess up
fifth.
for GE. Let's see if it costs them. They got no ults for this. Maybe
Love to
Phoenix
get that
or
7-5 lead. I think it'll be a really stable position to be in at the halftime
Manfred
break.
with the prime. Appreciate the 20 mums. Thank you for that.
A slight consolation prize for Autumn, if anything. He's once again 2 away from the run it back. But thinking about the round once again, I mean, although Yudotan does manage to slow them down somewhat, again, it's just RQ always leaving these
But
options
who's gonna
available
bury
for
you when you
themselves.
pass? Jesus, bro,
And,
that's dark.
You're
I
starting
mean,
to see Monyet be a little bit more proactive
anyone,
now.
man.
So
Whoever's
let's listen in
unfortunate
how
enough
G
that
might
has
find
to
the
do that.
response in this final round.
That's why you have kids. That's a weird reason to have kids, bro.
Can you fake star belong now? Stop. Dogging. They dog like oh.
On top.
Same push coming through from GE.
Jesus,
and,
Jemkins hit a
similar
banger.
result. It doesn't work out this time at all. They've just tried to cook a little bit too hard in these kinds of rounds, Quack, and sometimes too many cooks spoil the broth, as they say, and it seems like GE might be spoiling their first half a little bit here. with aggressive plays.
6 is, I
Absolutely
mean,
right.
considering where
actually
this is
might
going,
end
6 is pretty good.
6-6. They spent the lockdown in the previous round as well. A little bit over eager this time. They have to somehow scrounge together a 3v5. Both flashes and all utilities spent already.
God, how do you get in? I mean, there's just smokes everywhere. Autumn with a nice
I mean, if he
pick
gets
onto
one more, he
Kushi,
does get an ult.
pushed Jemkin out of position with the molly, but
How his fast map is good, man. It's
still not
really
enough.
close.
It's going to be a tough road back
First
in
map is
here for
anyone's.
GE. They're just going to have to frag out, and that has not happened. Tough crossfire to break, impossible crossfire to break, one might say. So Crystal will do what he's going to be able to, but realistically, I think we all kind of know which way this round is going. RRQ are not giving him even a sliver. He's going to pretty much just give it up. He knows this one is done and dusted. There's an extra kill just for good measure, but realistically
Not bad.
speaking,
Considering
6
how
was
this
always
was
on the
going, they'll
cards there,
definitely
and
take 6 on
RRQ, I
attack
think, were
here.
pretty happy with that
It's looking a
recovery,
little
given that
rough.
Half was looking a little awkward for them at one point.
Got
at
a
the 6-3
double
scoreline.
senti comp now on defense.
Yeah,
Got
good
all the
recovery.
info.
I mean, that's the difference in, I think, experience of the two teams sometimes. That one split-second decision in round number 11, where the lockdown comes in, could have been the difference maker in this round. If you had a lockdown, that could be a whole different retake. But unfortunately, it came down to those flashes from Autumn, and that's where you kind of applaud the attempt at a retake, but you end up shaking
Should I be
your
muting
head in
these?
dismay.
Maybe. Wait. Ah. How behind were we? Because she's been fragging. Yeah, I mean, he's been a little quiet, though. Like, this whole year, he's been a little quiet. Well, kickoff, he was alright.
Question is, which of these two teams have been going to the gym here in this halftime break? Because, you know, RRQ and Global very evenly matched right now. So, you know, any extra little bit of conversation in that 30-40 seconds that they have is a big difference maker.
And I think that's the main factor for today's game as well. Whether or not we go to that third map, which, again, would be fun, but you want to see them perform well. Main thing is they always need to be able to keep their wits about them, keep their heads screwed on. Once you start to get a little bit over-eager, a little bit too relaxed, that's where things can fall apart.
Hey,
This time around,
I was going to say, if you don't TP there, then I don't know when you're going to be TPing.
Backing up RRQ, giving the space.
1-2 on the pistols, 2-1 on this map.
loves those A ult orbs.
But, well, 1-0 for RRQ.
Back over onto middle, and that's where there's more utility, more traps from RRQ.
So,
Just try to
A
slow
pressure.
TP down.
Then normally in reaction you're meant to do this, but we have the turret up so they get full
RRQ
info.
looking to
So they
retake
can
the
keep
space,
strong
but
over towards A.
Harvey is there to
Especially once this
harass
trip
them
goes
a
down as
little
well.
bit. Flash around the corner, Monyet chasing.
Oh, Monyet should have done his
Doesn't
stun
matter.
earlier.
Harvey happy
Nah,
to
he's not gonna
take
get
his head
another, is
off,
he?
and that is a lot of space that has been created.
Crystal goes
for GE.
very
Trouble
early on this
is
lag.
They've lost a player in transition, so
Wait, what's happened? Mate. I need to go
Spike.
Twitch, man.
we'll get planted over on A. This is an
How's the
important
spike
pick for Yutatan, who doubles down
What?
out of nowhere.
I'm going Twitch.
The round flips back on its head. Crazy guy pushing his way straight into Autumn's crosshair, and RRQ, the round will fall apart. It's all on the shoulders of Xfero, who, again, has been good, but now been spotted out. And so you'd think it will be a little bit too much to ask. This high-low setup should have it. Good shot, but a 1v3, it does not make. 7-6, GE take the second half pistol.
They have courage, but no one is
Almost flicked 180 fully though. What a guy. Absolutely right.
Sparrow.
Just looking at how these kills go through, and I hate to do it to the guy, but you have to kind of put Monyet into that hot seat. He's the main player to be able to find that forward space or
one on the pistols,
further
yeah.
space outside of the spike plant. And if he goes down, that's just more information, more spacing for G to play off of, and that's where they're able to.
They're
set
dying
off
in the
that
coaching
spike
booth.
towards Back end. Next round comes up, and
1-1 every
they
single
go with a
map at the
buy
moment
that
on the
kind of
pistols. We like
allows
that.
them to play with reserves over onto the next round as well. It's a full intention over onto B this time around.
There's a heavy B stack
They
here.
at least know the
from
twos here, and it
RRQ.
looks like
will
they know
not
what
want to make
about the
mistake
setup.
Of pushing in here. Autumn deals with Crazy Guy. So that's a start.
Yeah, they've done some homework.
Himself another ult orb. So they're really trying to funnel the ult charge into the run it back.
You know, with the Bulldog as well, I mean, that's potentially more kills. You have Crystal on that deep insert. So another option back over onto A side. RRQ has the same exact idea. This could be a bloodbath.
Quick play into where you don't want to be doing a quick play into is probably what I would call that round. Not a very
Okay,
good
but
one,
they kind of
unfortunately,
bait for the 2 on
RRQ, and
site.
the second half is kind of just going a little bit pear-shaped for them. Obviously, early days, but don't want to be giving
I mean,
GE
Jemkin maybe
any
should have done a
real
little better
advantages,
there.
especially given how strong they were at coming back from a bit of a tighter deficit in the
Okay, let's
previous
get the big
map.
buy
It
rounds.
feels like GE
GE
are
did
in
good to make
command
sure they
right
got
now.
the Phoenix online.
And for the first 2 rounds, if the first half is any, I guess, inkling as to how the rest of this could go, I mean, then we're meant to have RQ strike back. But for now, we're just not really seeing any exploration and ideas towards that kind
Phoenix
of
planner
direction
with
just
ult.
yet.
Yeah, but they had
I
no
mean,
time.
we're
He's just
seeing
trying to get
Munya
money.
trying to dive forward. He's always the first one to the fight, but the first one out as well. That's not what you want to have. Back again into A main, and GE are poised.
My user is Pat. Thanks so much for the 3 months, man. Appreciate that.
Not really going to be a fight presented, though.
Sometimes,
Running
to be
back
honest,
will be
Pat.
invested.
Sometimes.
It's been charged up again incredibly quickly by Autumn.
Remember, Twitch take
Trying to get a bit of info in onto the side.
half
Has
of
not
it, so
seen
it's about half
anything,
of
but
that.
He's got the wall out, and he has drawn out a bit of defensive util there as
Yeah,
well.
you're not wrong. Sometimes.
Which I think GE's happy with. You know, they're not using that as a commitment. They're just trying to unsettle RRQ a little bit. Jemkin now out in no man's land. Awkward fight for him, and
What a
Patman
shot
takes
that
his head
is.
off with the Sheriff.
Such confidence.
God, look at
Not
this solo
too eager
fake right now
to
from Patman. Look at that
overcommit,
mini
though,
map.
through the smoke into B.
Yeah, he's got a rifle now, mate. And then you've got GE back over onto A main, running circles around RRQ. It's just Cushy here to try to slow it down.
Would this be the nail in the coffin potentially for RRQ if they lose to this bonus? Molly has pushed Cushy back. Not taken out just yet. Unitad.
Holy.
Oh, he's all
Just
over the
wrecked
place,
him.
and it's impossible
What a
to
big
hit
jewel
with
that
Crazy
is.
Guy can't hold on either. Monyet in.
Oh my god.
Gets the double.
Oh my
That
god.
will be the defuse, you'd think. Patman's going to try and deny the smoke fades.
Holy
and
Monyet.
Monyet's
Monyet's been a little hit or miss this game. I will say that, but that is
Way
a
too close
big
for
time
comfort,
to
though.
step up. It's a 1v3 from him.
Truly, but still a welcome hero play nonetheless. I mean, what on
G
earth?
should be happy with the
For
damage done, but
every
obviously when it's a 1v3, you're
failed
like,
first kill
should have won this.
in so many of these rounds or in engagements. Somehow he's able to pull this out of the hat. Starts things off from backside and then pushes all the way up front. Able to, slice the pie bit by bit. But it's the fact that he kind of anticipates Pat as well, and it manages to
Oof,
land
that
the
one's
final
really
shot.
big.
That could have been Pat's round had he whiffed somehow. So
I mean, there's no money here.
watching
You
Pat
got one on
RRQ,
each side that
GE
can buy.
able to buy back up as well.
This
GE
is
once
the
again
round.
just trying to do their
Udo
best
has
all
ult.
the way work around the map.
Whoa! What?
What?
You don't need to say anything else. I think the reaction says it all. That was
That was
kind of nutty
nuts.
from Jemkin, right?
Huh?
That's perfect pre-fire, perfect accuracy.
Yeah.
Great aim, I should say.
Uh-oh,
Autumn
guys.
is gonna try
You're
and
kind of
salvage
just
it.
running into a crosshair as well.
Ball goes up. Entry into B will be allowed off the back of
Now
that.
Chip goes over towards
Curveball around
door,
the
so
corner to
Lurk
try
and
and
middle
get
might
that
actually get
space.
something as well.
Monyet backing away, but GE
Oh,
are starting to
Monyet.
recover
Oh,
this
this
round.
is-
Forget about Jemkin. Now it's
this is
all
scary.
about Monyet with that
Holy
overdrive. He gets nothing
guys.
done. Hold on.
Holy.
How can Jemkin start around like that?
That's a
and then you
3v5.
still lose. Surely not RRQ.
On that
Causing
big
divide
buy
down.
round.
Xfero, unheard,
On
but
the
spotted
big
in
buy
the
round
end
that
as
forces
Crystal
you to an eco,
takes him out
you're
of the air.
just
That is
walking
criminal
into
from RRQ to lose
crosshairs.
around like
Oh,
that.
that's bad.
So many thoughts. I mean,
And then we
still
peek him
GE
before the
just having
slide
those big
out.
protocols, just
Oh,
scavenging
my.
the 3v5. And it begins with Autumn.
I mean, this was nuts.
I mean, this is
That
nuts.
this is actually
I
nuts.
wanted to make a joke. My monkey brain just tells me, yeah, I'm just going to do it anyway.
I just want to see it again.
But then,
Yeah, my
what are
reaction to that
we
would
doing
be,
over
well,
here?
slow-mo replay, but also check his PC. Jemkin
They gave him
has
2 ones,
some kind of,
and then the
software,
peak
I'm
game
kidding,
before the
of course.
slides.
But Monyet has some kind of a bug in his PC.
Wait,
One
is
round
this
he's
a
doing amazing
GE
things,
timeout
next
after
round,
that?
even with overdrive and everything,
Really?
he's just fumbled the bag.
That's,
and then GE
yeah.
is able to find more plays, more setups around this side off of it.
Maybe it was called
And
after
that's
the
another
first
round where Autumn
2
finds
kills? I'm
more
not sure.
multi-kills to put himself on top. So the next round comes up, and it's going to be a timeout because, unfortunately, well, GE, as much as they feel in control, You know, they're seeing some mistakes, potential plays where, you know, RRQ is able to play
This round, I mean, this is a big round. There's still,
kind of
it's still hard to
work
do.
around or
They're
be a
still
little
up
bit more
against
careful with how you're able
double
to take
senti,
forward
but
space. Yes, you want to
the good
lead,
news
you know,
is they
players
can just
like
get that Phoenix ult for the big
Javi
buy
or,
round here. They got
I don't know,
they're 2 away
Pat
from
on
Phoenix
some
ult.
deep insert somewhere, but if it's not safe enough, you're just sacrificing numbers to the cause.
Lots to cheer about for the
You see the
GE
Sheriff
fans.
ace from
The crowd
China?
has a
Yeah,
really
it's honestly one of
massive round to
the,
win.
it's probably the
RRQ
best
are
ace
broke.
this year.
They've
That's
got no
nuts.
tools in this round at all. You know, no ultis really to work with. Okay, maybe Crazy Guy gets the Cosmic Divide, or Jemkin gets a couple and pulls out the Tour de Force, but it just feels like
Okay, Outlook goes out. They can one-shot everyone. The main focus should be
that is a pretty commanding lead in
this,
the context
really.
of this series, which has been so damn close.
Yeah, and that's one.
Can force away.
Go, go, go.
Look at them go.
Rush and seeing just a lone chamber about that smoke.
Castellan, thanks so much, man. Appreciate that.
I don't think we're going
Thank
to
you
see
for the
that
20 months.
necessarily out of GE. They haven't really been a fast team so far in this series. If anyone was going to do it, maybe it would be RRQ on the attack, right? But GE have had this methodical style, even on
Take those
Breeze.
orbs back over onto A main. Good drone on the timing though, but it gets shut down, and suddenly you're starting to think, RRQ, when are you going to pivot back? Find those rotations.
Well, Prowlers don't spot anybody. Cushy will try to get back on the line, but
Gotta go.
just a little bit terrified. And again, GE are just playing this back and forth game. They are really playing ring around the rosy with RRQ. How many times we've seen
I'm
them
a little
pressure one
nervous
side of the
of
map,
them.
pressure the other side of the map, go back to the initial
Sky
side of the
Flash
map.
hits,
I
so
mean,
they
if you
know
look
that
at
their
Crazy
stack
Guy
is
as a
good
build
right now.
he's
No
shortly
pressure
but
to break the
slowly starting
turret,
to
no
run
pressure
out
to
of smokes,
break
and
the
that's
trip,
gonna be an
full
open
pass
side
and
for GE
stack.
to kick down those
Ooh,
doors.
it's a good gamble though for RRQ.
It is
They're
a
gonna
good
have 4
gamble.
or
There's a
5
lot
players
here.
over on
They
this
don't
side,
have
so
any guns
maybe
really. They
there's
got a
something in that
Bucky.
if the entries don't go the way of GE. Fortunately, so far, so good. Monyet traded out. That's fine as far as GE are concerned. The Patman deleted by Jemkin. That makes things a little bit more interesting. Cosmic Divide still not there for Crazy Guy. Tour de Force still missing for Jemkin as well. But one kill here for maybe Crazy Guy could really make a big difference if he can put down a big wall
boy.
for the defuse. We'll see.
Nice shot.
Not quite going to happen in the end.
Oh, they hit some nice
As
shots here.
it
They all
is
got one.
held on to by GE. 10-7 indeed the scoreline. Got a little bit hairier than you might have liked it to have.
Pretty well myself.
But it's a stable spot to be in.
I can't.
And stable is that key word. I mean, rounds like this, if you overplay your hand, it's
There's
very
that one.
easy to kind of lose your head over it. But taking a look at how this plays out, in fact, G kind of regains or maintains that composure. Recognizing, all right, it's eco, I'm going to play it safe, I'm going to stay in my portion of the site, not going too far, overextending.
Two
towards the
insane
back where there
ults.
could be pistols, there could be shotguns.
They got a retake all if they want it.
Next round coming up, though, and it's Jemkin with Tour de Force.
Oh, God,
Harvey
again.
Deleted. Not much you can do about that one, and Yutatan unable to find the quick trade, so that is going to prompt GE to try something a little bit quicker here. Autumn, run it back.
Well, I get why he has that name.
And Yutatan have taken so much space on the site that RRQ already still feeling a little bit under the pressure. Monyet wants to try and claim it back, but he's pushed away by the Nightfall. And this round falling apart for RRQ. I'm getting a good feeling for
Holy,
GE.
I mean, that should be it.
Another on
That
the
should be
board,
it for sure.
11-7, their
Dude,
first time as
Crazy
an
Guy on
organization in
site.
the playoffs, and it might not just be a,
Oh,
hey,
mate,
we're here
why?
for a party. It might actually be, hey, we're here to go the distance.
They really could. This is very encouraging for GE fans all around. I mean, the sudden switch up to pick up the pace, and that's what this comp is. Coach Frost trying to play that tempo game. You have Autumn on run it back duty, and despite getting taken down through smokes, they just rush it down, deal with whatever comes, and they shove Jemkin off of that off line. That makes all the difference. Forces RQ's hand into
At
trying
least
to
it was
play
a double
for
peek.
take,
I mean, at least,
where
yeah, they had the peek
working
from
off
over
of
from it as
lesser
well.
resources.
That's true.
Really unfortunate for
Dude,
this
if they
team
just
that
tuck in
has
there,
been
they have every
so
crossfire.
incredible at running through overtime.
All they have to do is just focus on
running through
Elbow.
multiple comebacks. But at this stage, at this point in time, it doesn't feel like they have much else left in the tank. You look at the guns they'll have to bring back up for the next round, and you think about the setups that they still might be able to pull out. It doesn't feel like they're left with many options. Timeout, though.
I mean, they're just going to force this, probably.
Though, from GE, that one exception being the bonus round, and you can kind of forgive them for that. That even, by the way, came down to a 1v1. So I would say this has been an extremely dominant half from GE, and it's going to be a last roll of the dice now for RRQ. A loss here would mean they go down to play against the FM, and obviously a win will send GE through to the Paper X matchup tomorrow, which I think is going to be a different kettle of fish, obviously, than RRQ. But
do you agree with Frost's statement about the middle of the pack being better than or being the same as the top Americas teams?
That's going to be a bit of a cast of curse. RRQ, an awkward
he said
buy.
middle of the pack is like top 4 in
Jenkins
Americas.
has hit these shots before. Let's see him again.
Jesus. If it's not the neon meta, sure, I can get on board with
for
it.
thinking that was Autumn with a runner back on, because he has had a few.
Probably
of them
like
this
the
half,
only
but no,
time
that
in
was
the
just
it's
Autumn
probably like the
walking
only
his way
time in
down
the
to
last
B.
year and a half that
So he's out of the picture for this
you
round.
would be wrong
And at
making
the
that
same
statement.
Time,
But
Cushy has control over A main now. He's still able to get
I
more
think,
information with the flash outside if he needs to, but GE trying to end up with
once
a
neon
split.
comes in, it'll be pretty
You really
accurate.
don't want this round to be the fumble. You know, it was so clean for GE up to this point. Killjoy, ulti going to go down. It's going to push a
not
couple of these
bad.
players back.
Yeah, see the reactions of the players, and then maybe you find a kill through B-Link.
Oh, there's an attempt in for it. Xfero stuck in the corner. They're aware of
Got a good
that.
gun for it,
Surely there's
though.
no getting
Yeah,
out.
I was gonna
Here
say, he's got a
alive.
great
Oh,
gun for it.
Xfero for one, and Monyet came in to back him up. RRQ
Spike
answer the
down.
call.
Bucky closed door. I mean, he'd
It
have
was
to
supposed
miss.
to work out so cleanly for GE,
Yeah.
but it has been anything but. And all of a sudden, just when you think the map might be over, RRQ are going to fight back again.
Well, Frost has
Every
smashed up the
time.
table.
They did this last week against DFM, and the week before that, and the week before that.
I
They're
mean,
doing
GE
it again.
He said in
Although,
the
you do kind of
after the
question
first
how
map
much more
interview
can they
that they
keep
have
going
no
with this.
composure, or like
Think
that's
about
what
this
they're
round, the
lacking.
next one's
I
just
mean, this
gonna put them in
round
the three-round
was
gap
actually just
against
a
GE.
demonstration of
Kinda
no
write this one off.
composure.
It's another
They kind of
lockdown,
just
which
sent
unfortunately
it.
doesn't go the way that G would have hoped off of perhaps some whiffed shots, but you got to credit
Like
Monyet
after
for
losing the
how
first
quickly
kill, I
he's
felt like
able
they
to
panicked pretty
recognize the
heavy.
need to support his teammate.
I thought it was a really well-executed round. I thought the decision was really fantastic from GE. You could see the layers of that round. It's supposed to push those players exactly back into the setup that GE had, but they mis-execute that aspect of it. You know, they got the players out of position that they wanted, but they weren't able to find Xfero.
I mean, he should have got 2 though, if anything.
Coverage comes back in from Monyet, so nice idea from GE, but
Bucky's,
just
man.
mis-executed, unfortunately.
And that's, you know, those slight mistakes could cost you potential things like overtime. That should have been GE's map point, but for now, we're listening to RQ with buys.
Sound day. Is
On this is,
No
sun, no sun, big guys. Can mark Maxim.
Kara ada guys. How day man.
Dog beat, push.
Power. Ahead.
Yes, we can retake
You
as
know
well.
me. You know more picon.
That's all. I have pull, I have pull.
Okay, just a lot of setups. They know that G has control.
Lose
over
a
it,
main
and
in
they're just
reaction.
Waiting for it. As heard
Sky
by
dog
Crazy Guy,
middle.
He has the pull.
3 on A.
Batman waiting for the perfect moment. Prowler's spotting Cushy out, but GE not going to commit off the back of this.
Oh, he got spam pretty
As
heavy
has
though.
typically been the case, they're not going to go on their first attempt, right?
Yes.
Like, they like that double pump. They like to toy with the rotations of RRQ.
Bait out that utility first. All those crucial stars that Crazy Guy
What's
loves
the
to
plan
play
here?
off
They
of. Now
insert
they're
one over
really
towards
open
A,
as
now
well.
they
That's
go
actually
heavy
huge.
art.
But Monyet,
It's not bad.
in position around door, he's going to
Oh,
hear
don't
all
tell
of
me they
this.
go through door. This judge is...
Is he going to get anything out of it, though? He's solo holding.
Whoa,
Push
whoa,
comes
whoa,
through.
whoa,
It's an
whoa,
aggressive
whoa,
play
whoa,
straight
whoa.
into the spam from Patman. That is a pretty key piece of the puzzle falling for RRQ, but time's now starting to become a little bit of a factor
30
for GE.
seconds
They are going to be spotted on their way through Art. So that
Mate,
setup
just
is going
ask for
to
the molly
remain
to get popped
pretty
and shoot the
strong,
fade eye.
which
Big
is
guns.
tough ask to get past. Patman, though, of course, finding an entry. Again, ever so reliable, stepping up when it is required. Plants down. Time working in the favor of GE now.
They're just able to play
Here
off
comes the
towards
Killjoy
back.
ult, but
Perfectly
the
planned
Astra
push
ult, the
there, as
Menta
well as
combo
a
with
lead.
it has
But
been
they
done,
found
so they
spots.
go for a deeper Killjoy ult so they
Maybe try
can
and work
insta-stick.
off lockdown, and they will be able to
Problem
kind
is
of
they're up
push
against
a
an
little
Astra.
bit, trying to see if any
Dardus
reaction
goes
from
down
GE,
now.
but
What are you going to
GE
do? Body
so
block it?
comfortable right now.
Oh, what a hero play. What a
So
hero
gone,
play.
Crystal,
Nice shots,
easy
man.
as you like, under pressure,
What an
and
arf is
GE
Monyet
one
doing, though?
step away from sending RRQ down into the lower bracket.
I feel like every RRQ
how
round I
has
can just
he
look at an
timed that
individual and be
so
like, what the
darn
hell are we
well?
doing here?
Right off of the tap, goes in for the peak.
Ooh, that
and
was
it's
fast.
just pixel perfect accuracy. Off the first shot, into the next, and then the final one as well. Unbelievable. That just might have done it. Heavy investment from RQ with
Yeah.
the guns brought
Mate,
in,
just
and
ask
now
for
they
the...
find
You hear the
themselves
fade eye? Ask for the molly. Turn
broke.
around, shoot it.
Yeah,
It's
this
a
is
judge,
great
dude.
for GE.
How low is
Everybody's
his
having a
sense to
moment
panic
today.
here?
All 5 players having impact in various given rounds, and that is a recipe for success for them for sure.
Okay,
RRQ
4
need
goes at
4
it
rounds
for
in a row. They
GE.
need to be flawless from here on out if they want to
If they
survive
win
in
this, they
map
play
and try to
Paper
push
X
through Ascent. It
tomorrow,
seems
right?
though
Straight
that we might
away,
not
I
be getting
think.
Ascent to start off the day.
Chaz, is it tomorrow or is it the day after?
It just ended all here, right in this moment. Monyet hiding around the corner with a judge.
Is it
Lots of
tomorrow?
noise being made outside of A. The creep up from Yudotan
Guys,
goes
sure.
straight into said judge and Cushy for the spam on in.
I mean, sometimes the
can
contact
just
play
never
works, sometimes
do
it
it
doesn't.
easy,
That's
can
what they
they?
tried on
They do
on
not
B on Breeze, and it
go
worked
down
out.
without a
It's
fight.
just
I'll
one
say
of
that
those,
for
man.
RRQ.
Sometimes you look like a genius,
Still, though,
sometimes you look
we've
like an
seen
idiot.
G turn things around on
Contact
3v5s.
plays are
Autumn's still
risky.
alive, but far from the ultimate. It's going to be tough. Somehow, perhaps, if Pat's able to sneak into the B site, find a shot towards the back of Xfero's head, but Xfero feels like he's got a task to do. Oh, he's going to get hit by a lineup.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Dude, the
Xfero
stun, the molly, and the
Just
turret.
outfought him pretty easily. Not really a whole lot in this round so far for GE. And Xfero claiming a couple of recovering kills to start to build some of that confidence for what is still going to be a long road ahead if RRQ is to go on to win this map and series.
Yeah. These rounds again, man. They flush
Well,
him out of the
RRQ
corner
gets some
and
money to
still
do
able
it.
to frag out Xfero. And thinking about the A side as well, I mean, G did check it, but they checked it with their face. Then again, it's 4-round gap.
Delivery.
Up towards ultimates, you juggle
That's
guns
nice.
away, keep him with outside of G's reach or towards your teammates. And there's still a potential chance for RRQ to make it happen. GE, all they're looking for is just perhaps one big round where maybe Autumn comes in with run it back.
Yeah, I think every time he's had to run it back, he's got some kind of value out of it. Even if it hasn't resulted in a kill, there's always been certainly at least a little bit of space created.
Can anyone buy me open now?
A lot of the time, GE have been good enough to convert on that space as well.
Let's see.
3 goes at it.
Position themselves for some kind of a mid.
At one point, you would imagine they would have 4 ults.
Question is, do you hold on to
Oops.
those ultis and just have one massive
Honestly,
round
worked
to
out
close
alright.
this map out as GE? Or do you try to layer them through? You know, you can use the Cosmic Divide here. You could use their Overdrive next round. Give yourselves a few opportunities, a few bites at the cherry.
RRQ does pretty good to protect that trip here.
For some, depending on the situation and how it plays out, they're thinking about the potential positions around middle now, knowing that A main has been taken by RRQ. So just to pivot off of Art for the time being, seeing that it is relatively clear, but then you got to worry about how Monyet could potentially come out through connector, how the 2 players position.
What's Jemkin doing here? Why would you?
Space taken nicely there by
Why would
GE,
you
but
stop the
response was
line
pretty swift from
and go
RRQ,
to
so I'm
site?
quite glad that GE have called the cancel. Yudotan trying to clear out Crazy Guy, but that cutout is being a real thorn in the side of GE at the moment.
Same damn position.
Yeah.
Crystal on the lurk now, and suddenly it's a pivot
Oh,
over onto
there's
the A
nothing to
site.
stop this plan.
Cosmic Divide's up.
They have to fight on side
Holds up
GE
two,
because they're up against
curveball in,
Astro.
Autumn gets them into the site. Plan's going to go down nice and open, but these next couple of minutes, well, next couple of seconds rather, I should say, are going to be really critical. Patman's gone through the wall, waiting on the other side of it to be the X factor that could potentially open this round back up once again, as he has continued to do so
Astro?
many times. Wants to clear out back behind the site and gets more.
No way.
Can't do more, but that throws a fox among the henhouse here for RRQ as they desperately now
Oh,
try
that's
to
a
push
lovely
their way
little
back
1-2,
into
man,
the
because
site
she
with
did
the
a
help of
great bait
Jemkin.
on this.
Their
They
own
saw the
Cosmic
killjoy
Divide
earlier.
cutting off that spike plan and down to just one.
Okay, as well
RRQ
handles.
will
Honestly,
survive
maybe
another
Jemkin
day.
because of the. Was this TP here? You were saying his TP was here, so he felt uncomfy, and then they're just retaken together because of Astro.
Just 2 rounds away, or I mean overtime. Excuse me. I mean, again, it's one of these where they're backed into the corner, but sitting so comfortably. So
Do you have another timeout? Yeah, I think so. I think they got one more. They probably pop it now.
And work around what's known, which is Cosmic Divide on site, the spike planted, somewhat out in the open, and instantly trading off of kills. You know that smoke came up at a timing. It's possible that it's dirty. Maybe someone's hiding inside, and they don't peek it alone. Monyet might have been the first to fall in that moment, but instantly the trades came through. They set up their own Cosmic Divide off of it. It's just
They could go for double force, and honestly, the force is going to be pretty good.
I guess have looked like in this second half
Or
for the guys, but
they could do one low buy here,
something stronger than that
focus
now
on
with
getting
the final
double
2
orbs,
rounds
And then they would have
seconds away.
the 3 main
Timeout
ults
now
for the big
called
buy round.
from GE with their own possible plan as well, and this is exactly another thing that I'm talking about. They might have spent the Cosmic Divide in that previous round, but take a look at Autumn, Yunotan, even Crystal.
I mean, they should probably
just
go
a few
for the
points
low
away
buy.
from their own ultimate, and if they are somehow
And then
able
go
to
for the
chain and
ults.
combo all those effectively enough, it's just so many multiple layers that RQ might not be able to work off of, even in a retake. You think about perhaps
They go for the double
floor.
floor.
You know, Yunotan and Autumn off of run it back to take further space, lockdown, everything could come in. And RQ needs to play it flawlessly. If not, this entire house of cards could fall apart.
Yeah, in saying that though, these last couple of rounds have looked
If you
pretty
double
solid from
force
RRQ.
him,
It's not as if they can't get it done. Halfway there,
what's the plan?
2 out of the 4 so
Do
far.
they use
that
Fade
needed
Ult
to
in this
get.
one? You would imagine so.
And a solid 2 as well. G would not want to falter at the final hurdle. It sort of feels like it's in the bag. A chance against Paper X tomorrow. 1 match away from London. They almost can taste it already.
The London air, ooh, how does that taste?
I don't know. Might have to ask Morgan. Wouldn't want to get too far ahead of yourself though if you're GE.
Very careful approach. A main silently being taken by RQ. A sudden peek could hurt them.
Jesus. Well, at least they did it together, but
It's not the round you want to be
it's
losing
a
a player
little
early.
scary on that.
Not least Monyet, who has been fragging well and recovering a lot of these rounds for RRQ. Especially a Monyet that's got the overdrive unused in this round as well. It's a big player to lose.
Fade
Slight high
fake
low
on
setup,
A and
respect
go
base
B,
site,
really?
G
Or are we
not
going
very-
through
really
A?
feeling the need to contend with that spot. So
Astra kind of makes it look
finding
like
that
they
port
want to
of
go
call
B.
back over, perhaps over onto B side, but trying
Yeah,
to sell
the
that
fade
fade
fake,
over onto
man.
A.
It all comes down to
Yeah, this is
Farah.
actually quite a convincing fake as far as I'm concerned. Look at
Hey.
Yunotan all the way in. He gets the better of
Oh,
Jemkin
the
as
Crystal
well.
wins the
And
round.
Crystal catches
Crystal's done it,
X-Sparrow on
surely.
the rotate. I think this might just be it. Plan's going to go down over on B, but that may not even matter. Patman is on the warpath. He wants to get it done.
Dude, I mean,
And
he's
he
got a
can't quite get it
1v4.
on his own, so it will come down to Crazy Guy.
Nicely
to
done
try
from
to
GE,
save the
man. It's a
game
big
here
win
for
for them.
RRQ. Almost
I think it was
fitting
helped
that it
out a
should be
little bit.
Crazy Guy.
RRQ made like a lot of
With a chance
mistakes.
to play in front of his home crowd that wants to try to give himself every chance possible, but this feels like it's a bridge too far. How are you going to get through this lockdown? Crazy Guy is going to have to respect it. Backs off, but that will cost him some crucial seconds as that spike ticks
Yeah, he
away.
should have put the star down when he was waiting for the...
Tries to pull out a defender
The,
from behind the box. It's not going to happen there either. And
oh.
now finally spots
Oh,
one out, but there's just
fake-
no chance at all.
fake
It
smoke
is
here as
done.
well.
GE will
Um,
secure the 2-0.
nicely done for GE, dude.
And
2-0.
send RRQ packing down into
It was
that
a little
lower
close,
bracket
but that's
and set
big, man.
themselves
That's big.
into
I
the
didn't think
match
they would
tomorrow
2-0
against
this.
Paper X.
Oh,